I'm Avon, and look at this mess. So, a couple of episodes ago, we made a huge power plant, but I think because we placed the logistic station, that was a logistic plane, I think? Yeah, logistic vessel. Now, this thing draws power. It doesn't draw that much right now, but it did for a while. And that made the oil refineries move slow. So these ran out of fuel, which made everything move even slower. And then it escalated into madness. So let's get some fuel in our mech. I think we might have some here. Yes, good. We'll get more of that when we get more titanium. But I don't think we can place another logistic station right now, because that would completely destroy everything. So let's look over here at our power plant. Now, we did set up a tank to save some hydrogen. So maybe we can use that to kickstart the facility again. Let's try. It's probably not enough. And let's see, connect. This is the input. Yeah, that would be bad. This is the output. This is as well. Let's go under the belt. Just connect like that. So we have 8,700 hydrogen. Hopefully that will kickstart the whole thing. And now that the station doesn't require that much power anymore, maybe it will work. I hope it will work. I'm also going to remove this. Yeah, that's been a leech on the system for a long time. So, good riddance. Okay, we don't need a storage box here. Now, this also really calls for storage tanks with priority input. So, I think, what do I think? Maybe we should do product splitting, and I think we can do that quite easily, even though I didn't manage to do it that easily last time. But let's see if this one does the... This was confusing. Oh, not that confusing. Brown is out. So if we filter the graphite on the current belt, and then we do, let's see, just improvising a bit now. If we do this one, let's see, this is hydrogen. So we go here, that's one belt of hydrogen. For now, I think we should actually... Oh, let's connect it to a tank. Tank. There we go. This is the hydrogen tank we're going to use. And then we connect. I'm going to connect, let's see, behind. We're going to do a splitter down here as well, I think. So I should probably just like restart this voltage, but oh well. If we do it like this, it's going to look fun in the end, I think. So here, maybe I shouldn't have done this while I'm like blowing up the factory, but we do seem fine on power right now, at least. That's good. So here, there, oh, belt out, and this out belt is going to be the graphite. So that means we need to bring, we need to remove that and bring this here. I guess we can just go under and in. Yeah. Good. And go here. So, graphite, graphite. So if we cut this belt and get the graphite merged, so this is all graphite now on one belt, and all the graphite goes there, I think. It looks like it. Let's just check. So output from these two rows, graphite, sure. These two rows, graphite, do the same. Good. And hydrogen is out there, and hydrogen is out there. This is good. Then what we do is we input priority these two. So if we get graphite, it's now prioritized. And then we add the hydrogen. This will not look like it makes sense now, I think, because the hydrogen will of course just flow into the system. But if the system backs up, we'll have a storage tank. We'll have two actually. And what am I trying to say? And graphite will be prioritized. To go here and to, yes. So this is nice. And also it's not connected. So I guess we need a power pole. And now everything will run as it should run. This is funny and completely ridiculous, but it works. So hopefully now that should work. I guess we don't actually have to connect there. I think it's better like this, yeah. It means we maximum have a full belt, but that's fine instead of two full belts. We don't have that many power stations here anyway. So let's place two more to make it all symmetrical and nice. There we go. So I think I'm going to call that almost fixed at least. And it is holding back a bit on this lane every time the charcoal arrives. Graphite, sorry. The names of the items in this game I keep forgetting and saying the wrong name and so on, so I'm sorry about that. I hope everyone gets what I'm on about, but I think there it was pretty clear. And I guess people who watch a series this far, they know that I always pronounce something wrong, or always, yeah. Anywho, so if that is power solved for now, I also think we need to solve it properly. And I think I want to do that with the Dyson Sphere and rave receivers. So, did we set up any stuff? I know that we set up, let's see, we need more copper in that box at least. We set up some advanced products to get to somewhere, to get to the logistic stations, which we already have two of. That's nice. So science is happening, even though it's slow. Mostly slow because we didn't have power, I think. Let's quickly check on it. Yeah, it's running at a decent pace now. And it has, let's see. Oh, I see product moving very slowly. So this is the thing we doubled up on, and oh, it's gaps. Okay, I thought it was like only products here and here, but it's actually gaps. So that's good. That's good. We don't have any spare, so I think everything is like limited by the yellow signs now. So we might need some more of that later. But we are getting upgraded. That's nice. Mech is running now. The first thing, one of the first thing I thought when I got the game was that the mech has a bit of like a strange walking animation, but it looks so much better when you get some move speed and it starts actually moving. So, getting the ray receiver and the rail projector ejector. This thing shoots solar sails into the orbit of the sun, or it says the orbit of the Dyson swarm to form a Dyson swarm. Yeah, so it's orbiting the sun. I think we can wash the orbit here, and we can also make new orbits like so. It can go in many ways. It's a quite cool system. Let's create that one. That looks nice. So we are making a tiny bit of this when we have the green motors. I think we save those in the box though. Yeah. So let's get a few of those. Whoop. Good. Then I think we limit this chest. So we sure. So we don't overmake those, overproduce them. I think we have enough for whatever we want. And then I wonder where it grabs them from. Probably here. Let's see. 34. Yeah, it's here. Last stack. That's nice because then this will empty out and we have more room for stuff like these. So let's look at this. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of these as well. That's neat. Also, let's burn that off. So power was fixed, it seems like, but the next project is going to be oh, something in my throat today. Maybe it's because I'm talking a lot. Oh, this is empty now. Yeah, we want to fix the power more permanently, and I think the Dyson Swarm will be a fun way to do that. We could make more of these things, but apparently they are a bit not trustworthy, I guess. Hopefully this will add some hydrogen in the tanks and not just drain it and run out. If that happens, this might be a bigger problem than expected, but we'll see. But in the meantime, we need this. So, did we set up supermagnetic rings? I don't think we did. It's magnets, and that means it's all the way up here. So, we didn't. Let's set it up. Let's see, supermagnetic rings. I think we need a few of those. So that's graphite and iron, which means it could be around here somewhere. I want it to be around here somewhere. Let's see, this is stone, this is coal. And this is graphite. And are you producing enough? Yes. That was inventory capacity, right. Graphite here. Oh, awkward. Maybe not. One up. Yeah, not awkward at all, actually. It's just like so. So there's the coal part. What was the next part? It was the turbines. Do we want to set up the chain? Then we're going to need copper as well for the coils. But we do have a lot of engines here, but we can't like keep moving them. So I guess let's set it up out here. Actually, we want like a healthy amount of these. I think. What are they used for? They're used for belts as well. Okay, so we need a bunch. We need to import them into the mall as well at some point. So might as well set it up properly. So do how many? 1 a second? That sounds like a lot. But if we set it up big, we can also export. So let's do that. We have the time. So let's do things properly now and not just use the temporary stuff I used for like these. Let's see. Here we are. Okay, 1 a second, and that's of course with the crafting speed of 1. So we'll get a bit less with these machines, but we need 3 machines. So let's do that. Somewhere we can import it into the mall. I guess we can just bring it over here and in. That works really well. So let's align it somewhat with that. Like here. Let's see. Here, sure. It doesn't matter if a belt needs a slight bend. And there. I like to start from the end product because then it's a lot easier to calculate ratios. So this thing needs how many engines? 2 engines every 3 seconds. So we need 2 engines every second, which means we need 4 machines. Yeah, 4 machines for the electromagnetic turbines. We also need graphite and iron. Let's see. Let's do the iron first, actually, because that's so simple. So 1 a second, that means 9 of those. A second? No. 3. Geez, we just need to multiply. Yeah. So 3 of those a second. So those will go on a belt here. 3 a second. Let's see, here's the iron. So this is good. And we need to make them in smelters. And how quick is that? One and a half second for one. So if we make 3 of these, it's half a second for one. Half a second for one, that's 2 a second. But we need 3 a second. So that means we need 2 more. That's a bit too much, but 4 isn't enough. So here we go, and this belt is for iron ore. But for 8, we need more, because all the way we're going to need these as well. Okay, so let's calculate that. 3 a second, and oh, that's actually awkward to calculate. This one needs 3 a second, and we need 2 green motors every 3 seconds. Two every second, sorry, this was confusing today. 2 every second, which is 4 of these. Oh, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to do this like no, these are the same. Okay, so these need the same amount. I was going to calculate 1 for coils and 1 for the other ones, but it's fine. So 3 every second and 2 of these. And 2 of these every second will require 4. Right? Yeah. So that's 7. And 7 and double up, so that's 4 for these as well, I think. So that's 11. So we need 11 of these every second. That's pretty perfectly, almost exactly 1 belt. No, because a long craft time, yeah. So to make 11 of these a second, and this is so awkward, that 1.5 second, because that means it makes like 2/3 of 1 every second, and we need 11. So if we make 3, it's 1 every half second. That's 2 every second. So this thing is 4 every second. And then we have 1 to 8 every second, and 1 to 12 every second. Yeah, so we need many machines, but we don't need that much input because it's 1-to-1. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad we got through that. It's always a bit scary to do all the numbers on the fly. Hopefully we have enough iron here. I'm going to make quite a few miners, so we are sure we get as much as possible. But yeah, 5 is enough. So in total, this should be a full belt. So let's go to the mall and get some belts. And that would be here. Let's get rid of the old belts as well here. Here. Let's get another stack of these or 2. I think that should be fine. Let's get even more. We are using loads more belts than I expected to do, which is a good thing because that means we're building stuff. So you can supply, or no, I'm going to let it loop around, I think, like so, and I'm going to merge properly, not too side loading. So that would be it there. This might be, I'm not sure. I'm still like testing stuff in this game, and one of the things I don't have a clue about is how much space does everything take, and how much space is too much space to use on something. Because so far I feel like the planet is large, and that we have an almost infinite amount of space, but that isn't correct. I know we don't have infinite amount of space, but it's a lot still. So I think using a full square for this is okay. Yeah, that's my final verdict. Why did I place that there then? That's it. Didn't that work? Yes. So here. That's better, much better. There. Can't do 2 long belts and then inject into a thing, because then it will think you want to connect to the other one. So here we go. This looks like a massive array. It's very different this game than Factorio, because like a massive line in this game is a lot shorter and smaller than in Factorio. A smelting column in Factorio is much bigger. Many more structures, many more inserters, and so on. I think. Yes, of course it is. A normal smelting array in Factorio is like 48 smelters. At least early game. It changes a lot when you get beacons. I don't think this game have any sort of beacons, and I'm very much okay with that. I'm not a big fan of the beacons. I like the modules though, not the beacons. Let's see. Good. So this should be enough for the whole thing. So let's make a splitter here. And because it's 11 a second, we don't have to worry about the belts being too full. This splitter is just to split it off either out, or maybe we just add it on the end. I don't know, but we'll see. Setting up stuff like this is always a bit of a let's just start and see what it looks like when we're done, because this part I haven't done. I've never set up this before. So I hope it doesn't really trip us up, but so far, as long as the power isn't completely borked, which I don't think it is right now, it's more than, I think it starts going yellow at the yellow blinkies at 50% satisfaction. But now we are actually at 100%, so that's nice. Also, what am I researching now? This is inventory capacity. Let's hold off on that. And what's this? Energy circuit. That's nice to have though. I kind of want this one first though. And 1200 of each, that's expensive. Yeah, this is better. It's going to help. I guess it actually helps the power consumption of the factory as well, because the miners produce 10% more. So the belt will saturate easier and will use less power. Yeah, so that was that. What else do we need? We need graphite. Now, the graphite goes this way. Okay, so we already made a belt for that. So I think we're going to keep that belt. Let's see. I'm going to do that belt later, but I think I will set it up here or here. Yeah, I don't know actually. This can be the completed output actually. And then, do we need graphite for anything else? No. So graphite can go here. And then engines can go here, probably. So we needed two engines, so two green engines. And that means 2 green engines a second. So we need 4 machine that makes those. So let's do here 1, 2, 3, and 4. I didn't set the recipe. I like to remember that because I have to move my hand over to the comma and the dot, and it's such a struggle to move my hand all the way. So these, yeah, that's me whining a bit. Sorry about that. I want positivity here, so I shouldn't do that, I guess. There we go. These, we want 4 of these a second, so we want 8 engines a second. This feels like a large thing. So 8 of these means 8 machines. Do we want it to be this close? I think that's fine. 1 and set the recipe. No moving of hands here. So what did we do? This thing requires the engines, but also the copper thing. Oh, we can't move the belt that way. So there. that's the copper thing, because and this thing is going to have the iron stuff on the outside. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Why? And it's colliding with the belt, really. Am I building an array north-south? Yes, I am. So this array is going to look weird. But it's fine. I'm not going to move everything to not have a belt squiggle, because there isn't room for a belt in here now, no. So that's nice enough. This is for the copper squiggles, the coils, and then we have gear and iron ingot. So this, I like that it doesn't collide here, but it collides here. Seems a bit, well. So here, it's actually 2 out. Wow. I hope that means an inserter can actually grab from this. Let's try sorter, actually, not inserter, sorry. 2 trips a second instead of 6, right? Yeah, so this is the maximum length, but 2 a second is completely fine. It's exactly completely fine, yeah. So we're going to do the gears on the outside and the iron on the inside. Yeah. So that's that. It's not that big of an array, to be honest. So now we need this, and this needs copper. And the copper mining is somewhere in this area. Let's find it. Oh, it's pretty close. So let's I guess let's just mine it and send it down. Or do we want to send these up? I think we're going to pull them through, actually. That's a better way. Everything is going to the same array anyway, so it doesn't hurt to do that. So something like this. Now, I don't remember how many. We needed 11, and this is 3, so we needed 8. I feel like 8 might not be enough now. 1 every 2 seconds. That means 8 every 2 seconds. That's 4 a second. Okay, so far so good. And these require 2 every 2 seconds, so that's twice as many, but half the amount of machines, so that's 4 as well. So we need 8 a second. So that was correct. So look at the recipe. So let's loop this around so it goes on the back side. And then we go, let's see, we need to turn a few belts, but that's fine. So 8 a second. Let's put it a bit closer. There. And this one makes 2 a second. So 2, 4, 8. That wasn't that bad. And this goes here. Copper. I'm getting pretty close to the mining. That's a nice position now. Oh! Yes, good. I hit all of them and it turned blue. That makes for happy Avon. Good. And then we need, let's see, we need copper in, so that can be here. This copper needs to be plates. I almost forgot now, so it is definitely a bit close. Let's see. Maybe it's exactly as close as it needs to be. So half. We make 8 every second, so we need 4 copper a second. So that's 4 smelters. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if we manage to pull a belt through this. No. Do we move? What do we move? We move this. We make it here. We make them below. 1, 2. 1, 2. Set the recipe. Copy the recipe. Paste. 3 and 4. So this is the out belt, and then we loop the in around here. Does that feel extremely wonky? I think it's fine. What we could do is the output here and over. So hold on. 1 every second. So why not have them on the same side? Experimenting, but that's completely fine. These fast sorters get really fast because we upgrade them and they basically become stack sorters, stack in sorters, and all of those puns. Yes. So here we go. We need 4 a second, right? So that means 240 a minute. Damn it. Well, actually, we're upgrading it right now. I'm going to let it stay like that because we're upgrading it right now. Yeah. So, power. And then we need to insert and output everything here. So, this is in, and in, and in. Then we need the out belt, and that was supposed to be the long one here, I think. So, moving along. Good. And then this one, no, this one is going to grab from the same belt, so we just need that one belt. And that one belt is here. And we need to see how we jiggle it in here. Let's see. Well, maybe we don't jiggle, we just stretch it. Good. And then the engine output is here. So let's start doing some, I guess we do it one array at a time. Out, out, and out. And this one needs in to both sides. I'm just going to make sure this one only needs 2 products. That's fine. This one only needs that one in from this side, but also out. And that's also fine. Yeah. Good. Need to twist my head around this new way of doing things. Let's see here. Here. Then we have the out going to this belt. And that's going to be perfect. And then we need in to this, because that's the engines in. Okay. And now we just need engines out and the graphite. So these, where's the graphite and where's the engines? We need 3 graphite, so that's going to be the closest one. Not that it matters, I think, at all. But I want to start this so everything becomes very like visual. And hopefully, yeah, we can actually, we can put the power poles between. So that means it should be very easy to power everything here. Yeah. Good. And now we need iron and, oh. Do we need to import iron from somewhere else? Maybe not when we upgrade the belt. Let's go with that. And when we upgrade the belt, we can import and just shove into one of the splitters. So that's fine. So we need 4 of the 4 gears every second. Let's see. 4 gears every second. 4 gears every second and 8 iron. So that's 12 iron as well. So that's a complete belt again. But iron smelting is easier, simpler. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But changing the recipe first. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No, wait. What did I say? I said 12, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That doesn't fit with it needing 11 a second. 11 a second is like loads more. We need like 50% more, right? Yeah. Well, I'm going to start off by doing it like this, and then we're going to see what we need, because all of this is, it's very easy to expand and import and all of those things, because we can extend it a bit in both directions. Yeah, it's fine. I think 1 of these a second is overkill anyway for a while, but I wanted to set it up properly when well, setting it up at all. So here, I thought the belt would be so smooth, but it won't be. There we go. So in and out. In and out, in and out. Then we need a splitter here, probably. Probably need land filler as well. Oh. Good. I don't like to use landfill, so perfect. And there we go. Now we need to power this. And this might be a bit worse to power. It's fine. The power poles in this game, they're quite convenient. So don't need that many. Yeah, that was it. And then we need, what was it, like 4 gears a second. So production, and also because all of our assembling machines are a bit slow, the mining isn't as bad as it looks to be. So can we do this here? Let's do the important inputs first. Input and input, and that means, yeah, this is fine. It's going to be fine. 2 belts is fine when it comes to machines with 3 slots. Wait, did I connect that to the machine or the belt? I don't know. So there. And then we need, let's see, we need to move this slightly. Input And then we have input and output. And on this one we have input, not input from that belt, silly me. We have input here and output here. Input, output. Oh, yeah, that was it. Okay. Is everything running now except for the graphite? And the graphite is going to be this belt. Then let's see, we have it going here, so let's just keep it there. We don't have to land, or we can stay at the second floor for a bit longer. Let's see. All the way here. Let's see. Up and down, sure. So that's graphite. Not nearly enough graphite, I think. So I guess all of this is going to draw power. But the thing I'm making this for, the thing I'm over making this for, I hope it's used for something interesting later. But if not, then I guess we have a bit extra. I know it's used for them all because it's used for the belts. So you are making engines, that's good. So you need in and in, in and in, in and in. Oh, and we got the mining thing. I'm doing something wrong. No, it's just we need input from here as well. So the nice thing about everything being connected like it is now, like sharing stuff and going through and stuff, is that if something is prioritized, say this, it won't matter because if this thing can't get the green ones, it will stop, which will let it through, which will produce the green ones eventually. So everything will even out in the end. And here we didn't do the upper input. I'm glad I noticed that because we did some of them. Oh, we did, yeah, we did everything where it could have been a bit awkward. Let's make a big one here so we get some charging as well. So now we have a bunch of these. Let's look how sad our production of the things are. Well, that's not very sad, is it? Maybe I did some wrong calculations, or maybe they will drain out, yeah. So, but eventually, when everything goes to hell and they produce slowly, we'll have quite a few of these supermagnetic rings. I'm probably going to end up calling it red, green and blue motors at some point as well. So when that happens, you know what I'm talking about. So that's one part. This is all to get, I guess, electricity. And that means we're done, because we have a few of the processors made already. And gears and steel. Let's see. Here's the steel. 5 stacks, sure. And then the gears. Here. Oh no! Oh, here. Oh no! Wait, do we have a gearbox down here? We don't. Okay, so do we need one? Let's see. Maybe we shut off this. So this is only a gearbox. Yeah. Because we can go here and pick up full stacks of iron. And also here until it's empty. So that means we now have, let's see, steel and processors. Yeah, I'm not going to make the rail ejector part of the mall just yet. I want the tech, and I want to find out what we're actually going to make in the mall before I make the advanced part of it, because the part we have running now is so, I don't know, I like it, and I don't want to make the rest of it a mess. We also have enough. Oh, we're almost at satisfaction at least. I wonder if we can make these. Iron and what's this? Crystal silicon. Yeah, we could probably do that. The power would probably be a bit more balanced with a few accumulators around. And it might also help like drops in electricity. But anyway, we made a bunch of these today. I'm happy with that. And that means we also have the, oh, that's a big one. It's a cannon. It's a cannon that,
an EM rail ejector.
oh,
You have taken the first step to build the Dyson Sphere.
first step. Nice.
Solar sails into space for forming the Dyson swarm. Each EM rail ejector requires to set up orbit and supply with solar sails. Also,
Okay.
you can use copy and paste to set orbits. If you want a Dyson swarm orbit become more diversified, you can click the Dyson Sphere button in the lower left.
The Dyson Sphere button. That's this one. That's the one we looked at before. So we can customize the rings. So I think what we need is just to power it and supply it with solar sails. And the solar sails are made from graphene and glass, I believe. Glass and green chips. So that will be quite easy to set up, because we have stone somewhere here. We have glass actually already set up here, or these things, prisms. So I actually think we might leech off them all for this, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a tomorrow problem. For today, we made a cannon, first step to Dyson Sphere, and we made a whole bunch of super magnetic rings. They aren't all running, I see, though. Because these aren't all running, because these aren't all running, because iron. Yeah, so this is what we, I guess, knew was going to happen, what we suspected. But what I didn't suspect was to have enough iron ore. So maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's a full Mark 1 belt. 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, good. Last minute upgrade of the iron belt. This will probably move the bottleneck to the ore, but that's fine. And belts, yeah, belts can merge, that's fine. Let's see. Because these 12 will eat a full belt incoming, which means that these won't get enough, or it will only be supplied with a full belt when these are supplied. So we're going to need faster belts, but right now we can actually make faster belts, so that's good. There, I think. Yeah, an out belt over here. There we go. That looks decent. Our whole, like, today's building shows on one screen. But yeah, because this has buffered, this is going to get everything. Then again, they are buffering out. Yeah, so it isn't going to produce at full speed, but we don't have to upgrade it until we need these, and we also can easily supply with more. So I like that we did a big one. I like that we can now just import this into the mall as well, because I think many of the like big structures need them. I don't know. Well, this one does. That's good. This one does as well, and the belts and accumulators. Okay, yeah. So this is good. This is good. Okay then. So those are done. This is done. Let's see how we're going to do the solar sails, but that's probably going to be in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the spaghetti. Bye bye.